So welcome back to the usual adventures of Shiaryu in the big, wonderful, modded world. And I think I will call her Shiaryu Ralston as a big homage to one old character about level 40 that I just had to scrap because for the first time in a lot of years I am having some problem reloading a save that I'm not able to fix. I think that's some kind of incompatibility while uninstalling some Lua mods, and I'm not able to find exactly where the problem is, so I'm not able to fix it. But anyway, it was a very old character that almost was without challenges because it was high level and basically nothing could really kill her. The one thing that I regret is that it was a great save to test mods setup, because having such an old character, having explored a lot of mods, is a perfect way to trigger any incompatibilities with other mods you may have installed or things like this. Anyway, maybe I will be able to sort of fix that save in the future, but for now I think I will just try starting a new character with her name, also to have a new start and fresh start, new challenge with the usual new mods. But as you may already know, if you have ever seen me playing, I used to play with the same character more or less, because I have sort of my preferred hairstyle and things like this. Also I prefer to play Breton Atronach and things like this. What I most vary is the mods, and I have a pretty solid mod base which I always use, but oftentimes I add new mods, try new mods, and so think things may be interesting, probably also for people using a lot of mods, because this way you can catch the conflicts and this kind of problems and maybe oftentimes solve them. But anyway, let's just go on with this new character, and I'm using the quick charm mod to start the game, because this way not only I'm skipping the standard tutorial, but I'm sort of starting in a new random place every time, and it's a tweaked version of the quick charm mod that I made. Basically I have a script which is just building a database of possible destinations, build on the current loading list, and then I start in a random place. So there's sort of excuse about this teleporting, like Dagotur tricking the player before his ride in Sydney, then teleporting the player to some random place just to enjoy himself. And so in theory, once I have created this character, we should be teleported in some random place and start there. So our first quest is, if we want to start the usual game, also to find a way to come back to Sydney. And sometimes it's not so easy, if you are in a distant place or in a place with no standard traveling routes. So it's a sort of quest in the quest to reach Sydney. And we will see where we start this time. But for now, as usual, I got my preferred hairstyle, which is one of the few hairstyles that is physiqued, so it is following the animation of the character a little better. And we choose one of the... lately I'm choosing mostly faces from, I think, Wesley's faces, because I think they are really a good compromise between the standard faces and the photorealistic faces that you have taken from some real-life actors, like for instance so for instance this is a very pretty one. I don't know from what kind of Hollywood star, but all in all I think Wesley's faces are a good compromise between pretty nice faces and photorealistic ones that are not so believable. So Breton, and as a class I have my special personal made class, which I called Enchanted Blade. Basically magic, long blade, marksman, sort of jack of all trades, but probably magic focused character. And maybe the one thing a little not so common is just to use luck as a favorite attribute, because I think the luck is always the hardest thing to develop in a character, and it is very useful, especially at low level. And as a sign, I have this strange sign, I think I did by Silver Tower, I think. But I am a classic, I use the Atronach. Innovation, tweaked from classes are more fun or something like this. I don't remember exactly the name of the mod, but is more or less Atronach with some plus, like a power to levitate once in a day, with some drawbacks, but very useful. And the rest is more or less standard Atronach. Okay, let's see what happens. So all in all, a very balanced character, I think. Low on endurance, which could be a problem at the start, but I think not really so hard. Well, that's all I think. We are good with long blade and marksman. Heavy armor, destructions, gun duration. Not bad with this alteration, which is very useful at start. And so on. And this mod is the Goblin Lab, which is one of the few old mods, and not so old mods, having a sort of cinematic intro But problem is that the volume is a little too high compared to the rest of the game, so I usually skip it. But I think at the time the mod has been made, it was really something new to see this video. So I can show it this time just to see it, but please lower your volume because I think it will be very, very high. So resolution is probably bad, but you see, a little movie. Oh, and we have also some information about the mod. Anyway, next we have necessities of Morrowind configuration. We choose yes for most things. Tribal duration. Tribal duration means the standard game has a time scale of 30. That means very fast if you are using a survival mode. So tribal I think is the best setting, and if you want to tweak it even more, several mods that you can use for this, or you can change directly the time scale, global variable, but tribal is time scale equal to 10. So I suggest you use something between 8 and 10 if you're using a survival mode like necessities or like ashfall and things like this. Else you have the need to sleep and eat too often. It's not something I like very much. And also you have the advantage, if you slow the time scale, to have much more nice, realistic, in a sort of way, shadows, because at standard time scale shadows moves too fast, and it is something really that you notice while playing. So let's go on these settings. And fire, well, let's start this way. Fires hurt everyone. And we are not using this kind of mods because nowadays we are using the MWSC Lua mods, adding the same features and so on. We configured necessities of Morrowind. Now it's time to configure MCA. I'm using still a tweaked version 7. So Morrowind comes alive. So we enable companions, we enable courtesans, hostile, everything standard. The one thing I suggest is do not choose large parties unless you have a very powerful computer, because if you have 15 MCA enemies all in your screen, it may be a little too taxing, and also they can kill you pretty fast at low level especially. So I think this is a good compromise. Medium-sized parties between 4 and 10 enemies at a time, much better. Okay, I think we are done with standard configuration. So now what happens is we are arriving to Sidanin as usual, but what happens is that Dagger 2 is...
Oh, dear me. Forgive me, but I am enjoying this.
He's doing his trick and we are teleported in some random place. Oh, we are in the Northlands, which is some place in this big Morrowind world. Oh, actually, at the top north western corner of our map. So it will be a pretty long trip to reach Sydney. We will see. And we are luckily in a shop. Back again, Breton. I think that the first thing they tell you is due to some mod which is using the first greeting to start itself. So they talk to you like you already or done something before. Okay, let's see if we can get his name. No, it's not happy. Ooh, he's not very helpful. 0, it means they really hate strangers.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
So this place is not friendly at all. So we have a mysterious book here. They are not friendly. We found a skill book immediately. So one of the things that usually tell you if you're using something from an old mod is that they used to give you a lot of skill books, easy to reach, and this is something that more modern mods don't do anymore for balancing reason, because if you start finding too many skill books, soon it is very easy to advance your level, and so it is something that usually modern mods don't do anymore. And this mod is probably not so recent. We are in Northlands, and the mod I think was called 5 Keys of Asura. I have moved it to this part of the map to avoid conflicts, but mod is very hard. Hello.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
But as you can see, we cannot talk with them because they are pretty hard with strangers, it seems. So probably this mod has not been made to come here uninvited. Oh, but we have a battle between gods and...
Get out of here before you get hurt.
Oh, I don't want to get out, but I'm curious about it. Some bandits maybe. Can you tell me something about it? Well, what do we have here then? What brings you to Moonrest, Brighton? Haven't you heard it's dangerous here? Didn't you see that fight? Aye, did you see it? It was great. Those Norse gods are one tough bunch of mother freakers, aren't they? Uh, okay, so... So, from what I understand, there are these red-hand uh, bandits, and the Norse guard are just defending the place from them raiding the city. And both of them are probably very, very tough and high level, so we must pay attention. I don't know
Get out of here before you get hurt.
if we should join a guild here.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
And obviously I'm using the QQQBBB mod called Not Clairvoyant Narrating, which is hiding the name of the things you use for the first time. So there's a wooden door here because I don't know where this door is going, who is the owner of this house. But once I use it... Hello, Prof! Playing Morrowind again, and I started a new character as usual because my old one is probably done for good. But I started in this random place, which is the 5 Keys of Azura mod. Did you ever play it? They are pretty hard with strangers. They don't want to talk with us at all. Probably need to start a quest in a different way. Oh, we could just take a look at it. Probably there's a readme about the mod. Let me show you. Okay. Okay, so I'm opening mesh and look for the mod, which should called 5 Keys of Azura. Here it is. By Dave Foster, a mod from 2006. And I have this in the information field. After finishing Tribunal, head off to the Palace of Vivek for a briefing from Lord Vivek. So, in theory, we should start this mod after finishing Tribunal, so pretty higher level. And we should talk with Vivek and being informed about this quest. So, probably not a good idea to start joining factions here. Just look around and maybe find a way to gain some money and then take a boat and try to travel to some place more near to Vanafer. Anyway, this is Oh, sorry, not this one. Where is it? This. Let's see if I have the readme set up. Okay, here it is, the readme. So, a quest regarding Azura. But we should start it in Vivek. Right. So we now have this hopefully useful information and we can decide what to do. I can enable this. Right. So let's take a look at these houses. But really, we are sort of forced just to steal things because nobody wants to speak with us. Another shop, maybe? General goods? Oh. A skull? So, your name is... No, I will tell you. Get lost. Okay. Oh, and we have another book here. The same position. But luckily, not a skill book. Ooh, some arrows. We don't have a bow, but we could use one. Oh, yeah, plenty of things here. And we have a brew. We don't know yet what this is. We can earn their trust, but I'm sure the quest starts in Vivek because it's explained in the README. So maybe it depends also on that. But all in all, I think we could try also joining that that faction, see if we can, because this is the one person so far that is telling us something, but I think it's something not really meant.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
Because when you start using standard dialogue, then everything is blocked by the fact that they really dislike you, and so I don't know. I think there's something probably triggering when you start the quest in the proper way. Then maybe you start the quest in the proper way and arrive in the island and they still don't like you. But maybe there's a better way to get some appreciation from them. Oh, all in all, it's not really bad being such an old mod. Moonrest. I'm not sure about it, but I think that Moonrest is a classic name of one of the locations in the Ultima game series, if I recall correctly. So maybe this is some kind of tribute to those classic games. Oh crap. I hope. Alina is not bad. Hello. A node. Don't try anything foolish at the right hand. Oh, okay, so he's not a red hand. Penguins. This is because this place is far to the north, and so my mod is adding penguins. Look at that. Oh, what is a small slaughterfish? But all in all, see how a little grass is adding life even to very old mods like this one. Also some tree replacer. That thing seems dangerous. But I love to explore these old mods, especially if they are mods that I never really checked a lot. So obviously. The other the mod, the rougher the edges. Uh-oh. Yeah. No more stamina, and yeah. Ah, crap. I need some help here. Here we actually get some stamina eating. Oh no, too late. Okay, so maybe better to look for a boat. But probably we must find a way to reach a city on the coast. Probably go to the south, I think. And from there, maybe there's a boat to Vanafer. So let's see. Try to go this direction or this direction. In theory. So the idea is to follow the coast over there and see if we can find some port. Oh, but there's another island here. Uh-oh. This thing is following. And as usual, when you are level 1, one of the first thing you have to pay attention to is your stamina. Find a way to replenish it, as you have problems even avoiding the crabs and things like this. But look at this, that's a pretty nice bay here with some boat we could explore, but pretty dangerous. And also I'm using this tweaked version of the water shader, trying to mix latest changes from the Crocantor shader and Woodtastic shader, adding some kind of little waves, foam. So probably, ooh, there's some kind of... we cannot see the door. Probably there's something not set to display at a distance. I should check for my settings for distant land about doors. I don't know what mod could be that island over there. Oh, we have a Daedric ruin here. It's a pretty hit and miss adding grass to land masses, because sometimes you have to find the proper texture definition used by the mod, and oftentimes you can use standard settings, but sometimes you have to really change how the generation is handled by the tool, and it's hard to do because that tool is very crashy, very something not really tested a lot from this point of view, so it may be difficult. It depends on the mod, essentially what kind of textures the mod is using, in my experience. But the grass is great. I think it is adding a lot to the game, especially with these old mods which have less details. It really adds. A mysterious calendar. Talking about the grass mods by Ramiros, I think the problem is he's using some different meshes path, and so it's hard to mix with the other grasses from, for instance, wood and things like this, because by default it's one or the other. So maybe that is complicating things if you want to use different kind of grass at the same time for different regions and things like this. Eastport Ebony Mine, so we must be not far from Eastport, and that's a good thing. This is an Ebony Mine, but I don't think we can steal Ebony so easily. Let's see if they are a little... What do you want here, Braden? This... oh, steel 0, 0 in our... how is it called? In our persuasion range, 0 in a maximal value of 100. But I think we have a pretty good score for personality. Still, they dislike Chiario very much. Oh, I see Assist Rider. So this must be Eastport. Oh, there's also a boat over there. Good news. Hello. So, traveling. Oh, you're not the type I like to deal with. Oh, crap. So, it's not telling us what destination are available. Okay, pretty hard. So we must find a way to increase our personality, things like this, or try to reach a more civilized place with different means. Let's take a look at the Assist Rider out of curiosity. Nods using Assist Rider. Why not? By the way, if I recall correctly, the Skyrim official expansion, I don't remember the name, but it is adding Dunmer's ruling on on sauce time
Get out of here before you get hurt.
with the last Sea Strider. So why not? In a mod for Morrowind. Coming from 2005. I think I have still to finish the Dragon Ball DLC. Okay, so he doesn't want to talk, but he's going to get our money in theory. So we could go to Westport. But Westport is another city, still in this Northlands. And I'm not sure we should spend our money there. So at least that's here. So maybe that boat can be used even if he's not talking with us. So can we just travel? No, we cannot. So we could take a strider and get to a different city, but it would take most of our money. Oh, this time we have some serious. Oh, and we can travel somewhere, but they are sort of blocked here in the shallow water, so not really traveling around. Okay, so I don't know. We need some money, but not easy. A red guard. Water? No. Okay, so these people is very unfriendly. So I think Xiaoyu will have less problems robbing them. Not that we can rob a lot. Oh, this could be useful. some cheap wine that should increase our personality a little, maybe. Yeah.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
7 points of persuasion. Get lost. Maybe this could be enough for the boat to take us somewhere. I don't think so, but we could try. Okay, I want to try and use this strider. Can we bother? So here's the one that is talking with us. And we are in Westport, which is to the west. We are thirsty. Welcome to the Westport in Breton. Oh, hopefully we are welcome here. We can at least talk and trade. She has no gold. Okay, so she's selling, but not buying anything. Okay, let's try a little job here because good. Okay, so here's what I want you to do.
Leaf Melander in the Westport Inn has asked me to retrieve some ebony from a shipwreck in the bay. I have agreed to do it.
Oh, ebony from a shipwreck. Easy task. Seller gold 0. A common ring. I will not get it. Well, at least this place has some people we can talk with. Oh, maybe. Could be also because there are some Bretons here. Oh, there is a magic transport system in large chambers. Oh, this is about the propylons.
I was told about a transportation system in the old Dunmer strongholds. The propylons are stone pillars that will use your magicka to transport you to another stronghold, but the process is exhausting. A propylon index is a small stone that acts as a key for a specific propylon. If you have a matching index, it makes the process much easier, but there aren't many index stones left.
So I've seen there are some settings available somewhere, I don't remember where, to tweak the abot by Hamchan, I think, which is making you able to tweak the fog settings for each region. That should make mountains appear much better in distant view, like with foggy weather, like in this case. But I have yet to try it because I'm using a previous mods by Enchant 2, which is adding random colors for weather changes. So I don't think they are compatible with each other. But I would like also to find a way to tweak these kind of situation where you have a high mountains and foggy weather, and you see a difference, a little jarring, like this. First time in Westport, yes. And we can travel to... we cannot. Okay, so... at this point, traveling out of this island is sort of impossible using standard transport. We could try to reach this place, or this island, or one of these. I don't think we can try to... what this? We can try to get that ebony from the shipwreck. My friend. Hello, penguin. Okay, so this way. But anyway, this is a pretty big island just to explore. Would be pretty interesting. Can we go up there? Ooh, a dream ruin. That could be another city. Oh, skeletons over there. Uh-oh. It was strange. Okay. Nah, what's this? A fish. Oh, the penguins was coming from water life, but this fish floating in this grass plain while we are uh, chased by skeletons is really something new. That happens sometimes even in Standard Morrowind when level lists are not perfect. Oh crap. You get aggressive fishes spawning between the land grass. It's really something. I think I must load the previous save. Let's see if I can actually escape from here. Let's try this. No, not time for this. I must load the previous save because this one it is just 1 second before the killing. So but anyway, so far this place is winning the prize at the less welcoming place in the story of Morrowind mods. So I will try to reach the sea and water walk into the mysterious other places. If we can reach the coast actually. And I don't know if that over there is a city or some kind of fort for the bandits. We know for sure there are at least 2 factions fighting between them here. The red ones and the other warriors. And this is a road. Uh-oh. Skeletons. Not sure we go. We must find a way to deal with the skeletons. Let's see. Oh, the fish! Ooh. No, I'm really bad, but we are sort of overwhelmed by enemies. 1 skeleton, 1 fish, one grass fish, and 1 netch, all at the same time. That's too much. Okay, so let me check this. We can get this maybe. We can use this. No, not time. Oh, this is really difficult. Maybe I have some CV intervention scroll. Could try that. Let's see. No scrolls. 1 scroll. Yeah, maybe. So I will try using this thing. I have no idea where we will end. Nordheim Gate. So this is the city. Oh, the door is locked. Can we enter? Well, at least we are far from the road. So this is a big city, but closed. We hear people, but cannot enter. We could levitate inside, but having seen how nice the rest of the island is, not sure I want to try it. So I should go this way. So this probably is the big city of the mod, because we can hear a lot of people inside. And can we risk going down there? And we have a sort of lagoon here. Oh, with plenty of collops. We can get some pearl maybe, and fishes. We can try fishing. So, like everything, first get your fatigue up. It's a little risky to fish here because they could swim and beat us. Let's see. So, how to fish? You should try to lure the fish so they come near without beating them. And when they are near enough, in theory, you should be able to catch them, but uh, probably there's not enough water here, they cannot really move. Uh, let's try this one. Ah, we did it! It's hard, especially at low level, because there's a sort of skill about fishing, and the more you catch, and the more easier it is. Ah, no pearls at all. Okay, so we can try and reach this little island. Oh, there's a nice village over there. But all in all, this mod is very pretty with the grass, but you really cannot talk with people without having started the quest. So we could try and explore this. Whew. Cannot enter. Okay, we cannot explore this boat. Hello. Oh. The fish disappeared because they are scripted to disappear when they are near the coast. So you avoid seeing fishes in the grass, like the case with those bugged level of least spawns. Anyway, there's an island over there coming from a different mod, so maybe we could try and reach that. Looking for more friendly places. Anyway, pretty big island. Probably an interesting mod. But we need to go to Vivek and start the quest properly. And the mod readme tells to do it after you have Tribunal completed, and so probably the level needed is not so low. But we go with our personal quest to reach Vandenfell. Almost there. Oh, this place is called Norn. Here we have a curious position for this door. Okay, so usual things.
I have been told there is now a boat in Kuul that offers transport to the island of Solstheim.
But we have a good sign. The persuasion indicator is more normal, so people here should not hate.
Make it quick.
Okay, so I will take a note about fixing this using the BC command as usual to write on the log. Fix the position. So what is good about the BC command is that if you have a text file set in your Morrowind.ini, this command will write that file automatically including the coordinates, the identifier of the object you're pointing to in the console, and things like this. So when you want to tweak a mod to fix some things, you can just use that information. Oh, let's try to enter there actually. And then you can batch fix things when you have time or feel like doing that. And you have all your needed information to find the things to fix. Name of the mod, identifier of the object, coordinates of the reference, and so on. And the message that you type in the game console. So let's see if we cannot really get money here, but we can get some meat to help with our fatigue. And some wine for personality. That's not bad. Okay. Xiaoyu could use also a better look. About the mod having cliff racers getting you, not sure I could use it, but it's an interesting idea. I think it has been done by, I don't know the correct pronunciation, but the mod is called Zelasco. I've seen him a lot in the Morrowind modding Discord. I think, not sure about it. You're not from around here. Keep moving. Oh. But how can we be here? Okay, so I don't understand this. I was inside. A shack in a mod over here, and going out I am in Vanderfell. Probably someone forgot to properly update one door. Oh well, we wanted to find a way to reach Vanderfell, and we found a way. I don't know how to define this. It's sort of not voluntary cheating. Some mod bug turned into a way for us to reach Vanderfell. And so, well, we are here trying to reach Sydney, I guess. And I think all in all, uh, what I did is try to update the textures of this old sign mod. I think it's by Record to Bind, and it's a one mod having 2 languages signs. The one problem is the textures are really low resolution and very small. So what I did is trying to use one of the I don't remember the name of the program, but it's some tool to increase texture size and resolution. And all in all, I think it did not a bad job with that kind of signs. So I'm pretty happy with it because they are not so bad and they are great if you want to learn Daedric. I will be able to read Daedric sooner or later, maybe in the next 10 years playing Morrowind. And we can finally barter.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I found a strange plant that seems to have a very strong magical aura and emits a faint, pulsating noise. If I want to find out more about that plant, I should go and show it to an alchemist. I should be very careful not to lose or sell it. It seems to be very rare, and who knows how helpful it might be?
Can we cross this? No, we can't really. Oh, there's the Lagiad over there.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Nice lander. Oh, this is one. Of the I think this is one of the people changed about one recent mod about protecting people from
I met the famed highwayman, Nels Lendu. While he did not attempt to rob me, he did ask for a kiss, which seemed harmless enough. It seems he is rather smitten with me, for he asked me to visit him at the halfway tavern in Pelagiad. He might be of some use.
So, my opinion about the mod is more or less the same opinion about the mods hiding the no-nude mods or Peanuts mod for bodies. Personally, I don't find them a problem. If someone finds them a problem, that's good that a mod for that exists. But all in all, I don't find it. It is what making that sort of religious battle like I've seen on the Nexus comment about the mod. But anyway, to each their own. Oh, maybe I can cross the border here. Okay, I will try and follow the signs because I don't remember the way. Sedanin this way. And we are arriving to Sydney, right, with a wonderful view. We have also the Sing Strider. Oh, but somebody is killing us as usual. Okay. One of my pesky bats. But really, if you think about it, how much probabilities are there that you find a bug in a casual mod door to get you back to Sedanin right when you are trying desperately to find a way to reach Anafel? Well, not a door. Oh, crap. I must find a way to survive here first. But not really a door to Sedanin, but a door to a nearby farm. I don't know if we can survive this. Maybe now we can. And hopefully we get rid of that. Of that bat. And so, we did it in a very strange way.
My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Cosadas. To
Also,
find out where he lives, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius Cosadas, I must give him a package of documents, and wait for further orders.
So yes, bats are really nasty, especially at low level. But I think they add a little spice to your nights in Morrowind, because as if you are in cities, you are pretty safe usually. While bats can be anywhere, and so they are sort of a little more risky, but if you dislike them, a lot of people don't even know this because they don't read the readme, but I'm not so bastard as it seems, because I added long ago a setting that you can just set in the console. It's a global variables which you can use to avoid them spawning. So you can disable spawning of nocturnal bats just changing that global variable. So it's not that you are really you must stand the bats if you hate them. Anyway, I think that's something that I must fix also here, because not really a problem, but this message was meant to appear right when you are about to be teleported by Dagger, because if you save at that moment, when you are sort of still seeing Cube in the starting bot, then you can just reload that save and you will be teleported to another random place. So you can try different starting places very easily until you find a place where you like to start your new adventure. And so this message should appear just right there. So I will take a note about it. Also, fix picture message. Now, good time for setting, something like this. So what I type here in theory should go to my beta comment file. Oh, but I must select something first. Okay, beta comment edit. And so as usual we can talk about duties. And we get this ring. So we can finally see it. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so it's night time. So, in theory we should be able to pick this lock, because it's part of the tutorial, so should be pretty easy. This is closed. Oh, no. And people usually try to. So, a mod that I like is something that opens this door after the start. But technically it is not so easy to do properly. So maybe something for some newer mod. But as we are here, we get some interesting map. And key. And especially these containers on the CDC mod, which is one of the two container mods that I'm using. One is the one from Morrowind 7, which is more recent, but also the one from CDC, because they are different and they can work together. The Morrowind 7 one is more recent, more modern, more powerful, but the old one has some pretty nice useful icons that you can use to get some kind of special things from your inventory in an easy way. It is not as fast as the other one, but still something I like to use. And we could also think about sleeping here. But first, let's see what we can do with that ring. So basically, I think the standard quest is to talk about Fargot with
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Riska.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
Don't stand about. Let's hear it.
The captain of the Imperial fort at Pelagiad seeks an able scout for a mission. It has something to do about the moat house.
Okay, out of curiosity, do you know about any mods adding this game to Morrowind? Because that could be interesting. So, I don't know, should we do the standard quest looking for Fargot hiding place, or should we try to help the poor Fargot against the bullies? Oh, I think I will.
Flatfoot asked me to do him a favor. He believes that Fargoth has been hiding money from the Imperials, and he'd like to know where it's gone. If I will work for him, he will give me a share of the bounty.
So it's been a lot of time since I tried the standard quest. I could try it. Well, let's try it.
I've agreed to help Hriskar find the money that Fargoth has been hiding away. I am supposed to keep an eye on him from atop the lighthouse in town, and watch where he goes. Hriskar believes I should watch him at night. I'm not supposed to approach him at any time. I should then retrace his footsteps and find out where he's hidden the money. When I've found it, I should report back to Hriskar.
Okay, so like you just read from a journal, we should try to hide.
Any time now. So what do you want?
In a higher position and sort of pay attention to what Fargot is doing, but maybe not so easy with this Dark Knight. Hello, lady.
Make it quick, Outlander.
What is called this? Because this is persuasion, but it's a shortcut to the persuasion window. Oh, by the way, I think that's a great mod that has been done recently by Merlord, I think. That is allowing to close any dialog windows using one key, which is, I think, by default the one used to open your inventory. But the big thing about it is that finally you can close this dialogue and the other one with this. So you can press the button 2 times and just close the persuasion dialogue, which was something you had to use the button to, and that's a great thing. But anyway, this is called disposition, I think. Yeah, I forget the right word every time. So disposition and persuasion to increase disposition. Anyway, finally we have a decent disposition, about 40, 50. We were using that in that northern island to 0 there, and it was impossible to do anything with NPCs, and it was clearly not a place to start a new game, probably.
Speak, traveler.
A dark elf named Niv has told me of a shipwreck a bit south of Sidanin. He mentioned it was Imperial and might contain some Imperial armor.
You have something to say to me?
Okay, so we can choose the point where we want to take a look at the Fargot, but as you can see, it's very dark.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
So probably. So what time is it? 9 p.m. Not sure about the right time for the quest to start. But it's pretty hard even to tell where Fargot is. We can see guards walking around with... Oh, over there maybe. You can see Fargot. I'm not sure, because the problem could be that this Niv Asabi here is not allowing us to sneak correctly, and so the quest is not not triggering until we are sneaking. We are hidden. Not sure about it because
Go ahead.
it's been a lot of time since I took a look at that script, but it could be. So, how could we do this? We could ask him gently to follow us. Maybe? No? Movement? No. Oh, maybe we could use take my place. Just do that. Right. So hopefully we are sneaking now. In theory, nobody is looking at us. Not for long. But it should be enough for the quest to trigger if the time is the right one. Actually, I'm not sure. Let's try and wait 1 hour because maybe. Oh, yes. I think the quest start at 10 in the night. So we see Fargot sneaking. You mostly can tell it's Fargot because he's the one sneaking around. Suspicious. I see no more Fargot. Okay, so hopefully we did follow him long enough. Oh, risky but useful.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
I'm a little lost with this dark.
What do you want?
So we found Fargoth's secret stash.
I've found Fargoth's hidden stash. He keeps it in a hollow tree stump in a muck pond in town.
And Ariel is not happy about our helping Friska. So usually Shiaryu
Outlander.
would just help Fargot. Oh, and we have been
Speak,
robbed
traveler.
by a hidden thief from the Pickpockets mod. We are looking for a Riskar, but he's not here.
Any time now.
I could kill that Ghoul. Those boots are ruined. Speak quickly, Outlander, or go...
You have something to say to me?
And we have a real brother talking about this one ninja god that Ariel is fond of, and that's another quest. You were supposed to find Fargot's hiding place. So what could we do? Standard quest is to say yes and get some money from it. What happens if we choose this?
I decided to lie to Vriskar and keep the money.
I can see nothing.
If you want something, now's the time to talk.
All right, I'm listening.
So I'll tell you what. Time to find a bed. Hello, God, we need a little privacy here. And I think it's time to try to use this mod. My beloved quick loadouts mod by Merlord. So we can choose. Well, first we enable loadout one. We called it adventuring gear, and we set current equipment to loadout, and then we choose another one like this one, and we enable it and call it sleeping. Yeah, for instance, and we close for now. Then we remove what we want to remove for the night. So when we are ready, oops, maybe better to keep something here. Right. When we are ready with our night outfit, we go back there. And set our now save it. And we save it. Right. Okay, so for now we can in theory use some shortcut, which are number 1 and number 3 on our numeric keyboard to change our outfit. So for instance, we are now ready to sleep. We can choose sleep in the bedroll. We rest. And when we are ready, we can just get our adventuring gear just pressing one key. So it's a pretty useful mod if you like to sort of change your gear, your clothing and things without having every time to open and drag and drop things. Okay, so finally we should be able to see more
Sorry, stranger.
clearly.
My time is short, so get on it.
Oh, and from here we can look at the waves from the shadow, as you can see. They are pretty impressive for a Morrowind shadow. And oh, this is also a nice mod, adding little quests and notices to
I found a note on the Sidonin notice board. Indral Rathryan is apparently in need of 5 portions of crab meat.
So some low-level quests for starting your adventures, and the mod is broadsheets and notice boards. It's not finished. I mean, there are places where there are these notice boards, which are basically a table, but there are no notices in some of the cities, so it is not really finished, but what is already present is working, so it is really a nice mod to have, because you have these little quests you can do while starting your adventures.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Yeah, that was a problem with the first release of the mod, but I think it's been fixed. It's very easy to fix. Oh well, but I fix most problems I find in the mod I install myself, but I think that should have been fixed in the original mod, because people realized the problem very soon, and so I think it's been fixed very fast by someone, because you know, having a bug in Sidonin is great for you as a mod author, because everybody is going to find it immediately when they start a new game, so it's very easy to fix that. and it's not really hard to do that kind of glitches, because you know, when you touch something in the construction set, oftentimes you do this kind of changing things that you don't mean to change, and it happens. But it is usually very easy to fix this kind of problems from test-free command usually. If you are talking about references, usually test-free command is very good for that. It depends if you have other references changes to the cell, or you have just that one. If you have just that one by mistake, it's super easy to fix, because you can just clean the cell entirely. You can do it from the construction set, from the same, easily. If there are other reference changes in the same cell that you want to keep, and you want to delete only one of them, in this case a change to the door, it is more difficult to do. I think the better tool for this is test-free command, because you can tell the exact ID of the reference and just delete that one. Or as an alternative, you can use something like the enchanted editor, but I think test-free command is the safer one, because it's going to delete the thing, and then you have no possibility of mistake, how the next reference is linked to the previous one, and so on. Oh, it's raining, and we have
I suppose it is my...
Okay, so let's ask a real about this fun ninja lady here. So we know the house is not far from here. So basically, if you do the Farod quest and help Riska or keep all the money, in any case you have a reel which is giving you bad prices. If you help Fargot instead, usually you get much better prices from a reel. So all in all, not sure, being evil, it's a better thing. But anyway, let's see if we can buy some pretty useful thing like a couple of sex and a basic cooking book. A treasure map and a bedroll. And I don't know, I don't use these usually because You can find plenty of fires in the wild. Oh, this thing. A skin is very useful. For now. And we get a spell like Spark. Can we solve this? 9. This thing, oh, as you can see, I'm using my mod to tweak the vendors rates, and it's working pretty hard because this thing should be about 80 gold pieces, and we are getting 9 gold pieces for it. 10 because, but it makes things much harder. And let me check the settings. I think I added something recently to the panel. Yeah, this thing is new because I think some people prefer to have persistent changes to the merchants instead of having changes done on the fly when you open the barter menus. Now you can set that way. And another thing is if the actor is low level and the player is much higher level, you can use the player level as minimum level for the bartering skills of the actor, and this way it should be always hard to barter. And then you have the usual settings that you can tweak. Basically, it's a expanded version of the usual hot fusion, mercantile, speechcraft, and skills and game settings. All in all, I think that's good enough if you are trying to have a harder bartering, but there are several mods doing more or less the same things around, and most of them now are also newer mods, so you can easily test them and tweak them and use them, the one you like most. So let me think about what quest could we do. We have a little small quest about finding some crab meat for the lady here.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
She's not the one lady.
Speak, traveler.
we have some more backstory about people here in Sydney on the Less Generic NPCs mod, and this is the topic about this little quest about.
I've delivered the crab meat to Indral and received 10 gold and a lockpick in exchange. Hopefully when I get to one of Vardenfell's larger towns there will be some better paying jobs available.
I saw just a little quest to start your Morrowind adventures. I think we could have more quests starting at
Yes,
our
what
wheel.
is it?
Don't stand about.
And we have the usual different mods adding NPC in corners. Easy to fix, but so we have this orc called Gunlog Grove Violent.
I have met an orc named Gunlog Gross Balnoth in Aril's trade house and he wants me to recover a scroll that mentioned a treasure. He lost it in a place called Abisan Pulu. He does not know where it is since he blacked out a lot when he was looking for it. He only recalls having the scroll in Abisan Pulu then waking up on the side of the road near Sidanin. I should ask around in Sidanin.
And so this is one little quest from the Quest of the Week series mod to start in Sydney.
Someone told me that Abisan Pulu is a egg
Make
mine
it
southeast
quick,
of
Outlander.
Sidanin. I just have to go down the road southeast of here and once I hit a fork on the road keep going southeast and I will see the egg mine along the hills to the left of the road.
Can we hurry this along?
How interesting. A tourist.
Ooh, we have been hit. But probably we have been able to absorb or reflect the lightning. It goes. Shavi is Brighton Rays and Atnak sign. So ooh, that was pretty near. And we have a pretty scenic waterfall here. And we can fill our water skin. So this is the road to Pelagiad, and that is Haldenshaw. So these mines should be this way. Oh, donkey. And this is our friend Spot. Oh, it's strange that Spot is so far from the original position. Because the story should be that these cliff racers killed the previous owner of Spot. And he should be somewhere hidden in the grass nearby, but not easy to find him. But anyway, we found a Spot, and now the owner of Spot, our little wolf, and Spot can be a pretty useful companion at low levels, because at low level Spot is pretty tough and can help a lot with mud crabs and the like. So, a worn cavern door to some Abazumpulu egg mine. So this is the mine, and this is the place where we should find tracks about what the orc was talking about. An holy drive. I know my burial is a place for me to rest in peace with no one disturbing me, but when I pass on, I want you to take my collection of parts. And so, summaries. Now we found some hint about our quest to find this.
I have found the scroll outside of Abyss and Pulu Egg Mine. I should return to Gunlock Gross Balnoth.
And usually this quest is one of the first I play when I start in Sydney. Because this investigation is leading to a place that is very interesting also for different reasons. And we are out of energy. Also because raining doesn't help, because we have some kind of effect. Should have some effect from the rain. So we have exhaustion effect here, but not sure what's the reason, because we slept well and we are not not running anymore.
Don't stand above it.
Make it quick, Outlander.
We found some hint about the treasure. Okay.
Gunlock Gross Balnoth gave me 50 drakes for finding the scroll and will also give me 50 more if I can find out where the treasure is.
So the hint is this is SQL message, a note, configuration. So we have a sign here, Samaris. So we have a hint about the place, something called Samaris, and something else. And as we are an old-time Morrowind player, we know where to go. There's a tomb not far from Sidani. Also, by the way, I'm trying some distant land settings, but maybe they are a little too harsh because I see some trees coming in and out of you, and maybe these settings are a little harsh for distant land. Anyway, this place is called Samari's Ancestral Tomb. And it could be a dangerous place. But we have to find the treasure there. So, maybe worth exploring. We have also a big help on spot. Oh. Someone is falling from the sky. Oh, Sanarium Manor over there. A key, interesting. And so we have the journal of this dead mage who died, trying some sort of experiment about jumping over great distances, and I think we can sort of dispose of the corpse. And this side to scrap some things. Because we found this sword. Oh, this time we have been hit. Oh no, no, no. It's not my intention to call for this summon. Let me check. I must change this. I'm used to have some health magic with the 5 key here. So let's just decide some of the short keys. We have probes. Lockpicks, some light. and some magic. So this tomb should be not far from here on the coast. Here it is. And it's called Samari's ancestral tomb. And so, this is the place. Where to look for next hints, but like every tomb, there could be danger. Luckily we have spot there that's pretty good at killing skeletons. How are you, Spot? Right? we found two pretty interesting things here so far. First one, a shrine. This is very precious if your character is using Atronax sign, because the shrines are one of the places where you can easily recharge your magic, because you are absorbing most of it. And the second one is this NPC coming from Morrowind Comes Alive, and I tweaked it a little compared to the latest playthrough because there are reasons. Well, cut a long story short, he was originally in this room. Problem is, this room is the place where the treasure is, and the place is trapped, and this would be not a big problem, but there are other mods which are tweaking this dungeon, this tomb, that are making that trap really nasty. That trap alone is able to kill this NPC. So I decided to move him here just to avoid him to die every time that trap is triggered, because my character can be lucky enough and absorb the trap magic or use some special potion, something like essentially absorb or reflect magic to survive, but this poor NPC is not going to pass that trap, and that trap is really something incredibly powerful, because it's killing him in one shot. And I think that it's been changed and greatly improved in power from the mod tweaking the Samari Sunsets on Tomb. I don't remember the author of the mod, probably Flash or something. There's a number after Flash, but I never remember it. But I know he did make this trap more powerful to avoid, to easily find the treasure that's in that tomb. But maybe it is just a little too much powerful, because really, if you are able to kill an MCA companion with a trap, it means it's a powerful trap. And so we know that's really a big danger there from that trap. But all in all, I like this mod changing this tomb very much, because it's adding a new section of the tomb, very nice, and this section has also a pretty nice puzzle. There's a little something not working perfectly with this puzzle, because one of the things that should be moving is not, but I think I fixed it. Anyway, it's a great mod, so I have it always on. And now, probably with this poor NPC moved here, we also have solved this problem with him dying every time. So all in all, ooh, another ring. Oh, we don't want it. So next problem is survive this enemy, which is somewhere behind the door, but we have spot Go, Spot, go! Oh, 2 enemies! Oh crap, that Bone Walker is hard to kill. But Spot is super. How are you, Spot? Ancestral Ghost. I want to talk with Spotty. Come here. Could use a health potion. I don't know if I have potion. Okay. I cannot heal him. Oh yes, I must add him to my companions because I have a mod which is displaying a companion health, but I have it tweaked to work only with companions. Added to my companion list. Okay, so now it should appear. But anyway. So this is super trapped, and I know there's a puzzle added by the mod, so hopefully if we are able to solve the puzzle, in theory the trap could disable. Not sure about it. Ooh, I think we found the treasure from the Orc quest.
I have found the chest of pearls. I should return to Gunlog Gross Balnoth.
But we have this expanded tomb to explore. Nice but heavy. Not sure I want them. We can start using our containers. So this thing. And this is what we moved using that secret button near the tomb. Sorry, near the arm with the trap. So we can jump down there, but I think it could be risky. Because we are level 1 and I have tweaked the damage that you get when you jump, so We could easily kill Xiaoyu jumping there, so we need probably to invest our once a day power here. So we can fly down. And bypass that closed grate there. Found a scroll. Oh, and the precious shrine here. So we can get some magic back or some money. But so far no treasure here. Not bad. Ooh, Father Samaris. And a switch. I have a feeling that this arm could be trapped. So, better to save. Crap. This is a long time poison. Not sure we can survive this. Already used this power. We need some cure poison, but we have none. I don't know what this is, but okay, so we have a shrine not far. Maybe we can survive enough time. Not likely. Ah. So, as you can see, there are new things here, but also new traps. Actually, we could try using a probe with that trap, but I think it is something scripted. Let's see. Oh, no, we could disable the trap, but it is high-level trap, so too complex for us. So how could we We could try some telekinesis, but we don't have the spell. So it's pretty hot. Let me think about it. Well, first I will use this button. The button I think will just open the grate. But no way to survive the trap other than resist or reflect. For instance, I have this nice spell that could help. Spell absorption. Ooh. Not so good. So I'll tell you what, I will respect the ashes of Father Samaris here and just get this. And luckily this time we have been able to reflect or absorb, resist the magic using these powers, which is adding some spell absorption to our Breton and Atronach spell absorption and reflection. So we have been able to resist the trap. And if we are fast enough, maybe we could do the same with the other trap. In the other room. Hello, Spot. It is better if Spot. Okay, follow for now. In theory, if we are fast enough... Where is Spot? No Spot. If we are fast enough... In theory, we could survive this trap. But... it's always a risky thing. And let me check. Now, Spot, stay distant from us. Stay here, Spot. Spot is not happy about staying here, but that's the one way we can avoid Spot to die here. Let's see. Okay, we have still our extra absorb spell magic, but this is a very powerful trap. I don't know. I would say. Woo. And this is the treasure hidden with the ashes of brim that we will respect, but take the key, and then we can go out of our menu mode and see if we can actually survive this hell fire from this trap. We did it. So, to give you an idea, originally that MCA companion was here, and the trap was killing him in one shot every time. And we have a key to this. But in short, there's nothing nice here. It's a sort of unreal treasure, and yeah, this gauntlet that don't look very well with this robe. So we could remove the robe or don't use this gauntlet. But the ring is pretty nice. It's a cheap ring, but very pretty. This one is the real powerful ring. This is a must-have for a caster, because as you can see, it is improving your most important statistics if you are a caster: intelligence and willpower. And this is the famous artifact Mentor's Ring. But the mod overhauling this tomb is also making this artifact much harder to get, because this trap is really powerful. But anyway, we did it, and we can ask Spot to follow again. And we are back. The exterior, while we can take a look at this very nice Albani style house over there. It is a free house added by a house pod mod, which is adding Albani style house pod all around Vandenfall. And this is a pretty nice one. Not sure if we can ask no, I think we are too low level to ask to that MCA companion to follow us. And Spot is protecting us from mud crabs and the like. That's a really nice thing. No, 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 no. Spot help. Woo. I was not expecting a mud crab behind this rock. Uh-oh. Sanarium Manor, very interesting. This is really a nice place to visit. Ooh, another tomb. We could visit this tomb, but first, I think there's one interesting thing not far from here. So first we have this trapdoor, but we need a special key. And we found another down route. We have already been here. I was looking for a dead man, but not easy to find with this grass. So maybe next time. For now, let's try and reach that house. And so it seems we have been expected, and we are some. Some kind of guest
So what do you want?
in this special manner. We can also travel from here to Vivek and Morrowind. And this is probably the best looking house in this part of Unreal. But for now, I think I will stop, and as usual, thanks for watching, and see you next time.